you had an experience. Tell us about your first brawl, bench clearing brawl. I know this is a great story.
This was a lot of fun. So we were playing Quebec City Capitals, and they had beaten us the year before I got to the team. They had beaten us, I think, in the championship series. It was a pretty contentious series. There were some incidences there. There was a play at the plate with a collision, and that led to a fight. So there was a lot of bad blood there with that team, and it was the first time that we were playing them this current season. And it was not a close game. We were getting beat up pretty bad that night, and you could kind of just sense that something was going to happen. There was a play in like the 5th or 6th inning where there was a ground ball to third, and our third baseman was waiting to tag the runner coming at him, and he just slapped the ball out of his glove, a lot like the A-Rod Bronson Arroyo play. So that kind of got it going. So fast forward, I think it's about the 8th inning, and I'm sitting out in the pen, and they had Eddie Lantigua, who I don't know if you remember that name, Steve-O. Eddie Lantigua was like the Babe Ruth of Canadian Independent League Baseball. He played for like 25 years, has every record up there. So he's at the plate. We have a pitcher on the mound who fears no one. Pretty unique guy. And first pitch of the at-bat to Eddie, he buzzes him up and in. And you can see some of the guys in the pen were starting to stand up, and they were like, something's going to happen here. And I'm locked in. I was fully locked in on the game, but so the very next pitch, he gets him right in the ribs, and Eddie stands there for a second, looks at our pitcher, charges the mound, and our bullpen empties. And now for me, this is the first time I've experienced this. I'm like, sweet, a fight. So I'm standing there, and then I look, I'm like, oh my God, I'm the only guy left in the bullpen. I better get out there. so I do the sprint down to the field, and by the time I got there, I was, one of those periphery guys in the back that, looks like a tough guy. I'm pulling everyone apart. But that was a lot of fun. It was, there was some interesting stuff going on in that fight. We had our center fielder made it all the way in from center field, and he like army crawled through someone's legs to get to the middle of the pile, and he was throwing haymakers. I mean, it was wild. And I think the best part of the story was, after the game, our clubby had gone over to Quebec's locker room, and when he came back and he goes, Eddie has 3 cleat marks and the Nike symbol in his chest, just because like guys are stomping, guys are kicking, guys are punching. It was an absolute Donnybrook. I mean, the North Shore fans were chanting USA because we're playing the team from Canada. So it was a wild environment for sure.
One of my favorite parts of that story too is, and if you want to find it, they can find this. They can find this brawl on YouTube. You can search it, but the fans are just crazy in that league. And wasn't it that they started chanting because they're playing Quebec against from Canada? They were chanting USA on the.
They were chanting
USA during the fight because it was a home game for you.
It was a home game for us. So the fans were chanting USA, USA, USA. Yeah,
it was just absolutely bedlam for like 12 minutes, and then all of a sudden you hear the USA coming from the fan section. It was wild. I think there were like 12 ejections. Like half of our pitching staff got thrown out. Our catcher, like they had like 7 guys thrown out. It was great. So the best part about it was there's a video on YouTube now, and I'm in there for like a split second. Like there's like a 3-second clip where I'm standing off to the side, like holding a guy back, and before I started coaching at Plymouth State, I was coaching high school baseball. And one day we were driving to a game, and it was so funny. One of our guys were like watching baseball fight videos on the bus, and like terrific, just what we need. And one of the guys comes up to me and he's like, "Hey coach," and he has like the freeze frame. And he's like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Oh great, I got to explain myself now to a bunch of high school kids." No, it wasn't you.
Yeah, I was like, "No, that was my twin brother."